Hello guys! Today's video is about something that I never actually expected to make a video about. This is the Harley Benton Beatbass Vintage series, and as you can probably see already, it's based off a Hofner violin bass. Now, I've tried a couple of Hofner violin basses, never owned one, of course, but the ones I did try kind of weren't for me. I didn't really get on very well with them. Maybe there is one out there for me somewhere, but at least what I've tried, I wasn't the biggest fan. However, my good friend Bob has very kindly given me this bass, and I'm actually really excited because I've grown quite attached to it already. Kind of like, upon first try of this bass, I'm really impressed. I really like it so far. I think it sounds great, it feels really nice, and I just definitely didn't expect that. So really excited to show you this bass. It's got quite a range of tones actually, from what I've had a little noodle around. Very light, bit neck heavy, but totally understandable because it is a hollow body. The body, I believe, the top is a flamed maple and the rest of it is basswood or basswood, however you prefer to say it. I heard it both ways. 2 humbuckers, maple neck on the back, and then the fretboard apparently is amaranth, which I've never heard before on a bass, so that's pretty cool. Die-caster tuning pegs, chrome hardware, viola bridge. Now, if you restring one of these, don't take all the strings off at once because the bridge will fall off and you'll have to kind of find where it sits again, and nobody really wants to be doing that, so definitely restring this one string at a time, don't take them all off. Yeah, really love the look of this bass actually. I think it looks great, really looks the part, very vintage-esque, very Beatles. So the controls, from what I gather, are you have volumes for the 2 pickups, and then in the middle you've got the switch on and off for each pickup. So you've got the treble switch, so that'll be this pickup, bass switch, which will be this pickup, and then you have a rhythm and solo switch. So it seems like rhythm is kind of like a warmer tone, and then solo kind of takes some of the low end out of it and gives it a more kind of lead kind of a tone. I will be going through all of these individually. So what we'll do is the normal format of talking a bit about the bass, me waffling on, play a bit just the bass plugged in isolation, and then I'll do a jam at the end just because I want to see what kind of music this bass has to give me. I always think every instrument has a song in it that it can give to you and that whoever has it is meant to kind of receive, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of this bass. I'm really excited. And seeing what kind of personality it has and how it is to actually play it for an extended period of time, especially stood up with this kind of neck dive. But yeah, I really like this bass. I'll give you a quick sound bite of it kind of not plugged in. So this is what it sounds like. Yeah, can't play that, copyright. I think it feels really nice to play. I don't have a massive amount of experience playing this kind of bass, so it feels a little bit alien to me, but I like it so far. It's worth mentioning as well, it is a short scale, so it's a 30-inch neck, 22 frets. So if you are a guitarist, when I can finally speak, this may feel slightly familiar to you, especially when you get down here. The neck is also quite skinny, so I think it feels quite nice. There are no intonation points on this, so if you want this to be perfectly intonated at all times, it's just not really gonna happen. But to me, it sounds pretty spot on anyway. I mean, it sounds fine to me. Yeah, looking forward to showing you guys the actual kind of sound of this bass plugged in. I'll have a few extra things to say after I've kind of plugged it in and been over it. I'll talk about what it feels like to play it standing up, etc. So you will hear me talk about that. So here we go. Here are some isolated sounds, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I think this sounds absolutely gorgeous, no matter what setting you have it on. The neck dive actually, for me, doesn't particularly bother me, and that's weird coming from someone who is kind of gets easily annoyed at neck dive, especially because I spend a lot of time, especially on these videos when I'm doing the jams, kind of up this end of the neck. It can make it a bit awkward when you're trying to hold the neck up. It's not so bad when you're down here. But on this bass, actually, it doesn't really bother me, so I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe I just like the bass. Or, to be honest, it's not as neck divey as you would expect for a hollow body instrument. I've played much, much worse ones. Like some that feel like you got a boat anchor on one end and then just a feather on the other end. But this doesn't actually feel like that, in my opinion. Obviously, it's always worth trying out these things if you get the chance, because it is kind of a personal preference thing. But I'm really, really impressed with this bass. I think it sounds really nice no matter what setting you have it on. The harmonics ring out really, really nicely on it as well. I'm really looking forward to doing the jam on this. But yeah, here is a quick final look at the bass. Try to get a close-up. It's a very, very pretty bass. So, well done, Harley Benton, because this feels really, really well put together. It's a set neck, C-shaped profile neck as well. It just feels really nice. I'm really, really impressed. And I think these go for about £149. So that's a pretty mega price for an instrument that feels as good as this one does, and sounds as good as this one does. Certainly sounds the part. I've noticed you can get quite a few nice, really vintagey sounding sounds out of it, but then it can also handle more kind of modern sounds as well, so that's always a nice option to have. But I really like it. I'll do a jam on it now, and just want to say a massive, massive thank you to Bob for this bass, because it's awesome. So this end jam is dedicated to you. Hopefully you enjoy it. Also, apologies for my voice and me constantly tripping over my words. I'm getting over a cold right now, and my nose is just like my nose feels like it's in my throat, basically. So, and my brain's a little bit foggy, but hopefully this has been somewhat informative, and I will let the music do the speaking from now on. Really excited for this, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to support the channel further, there are a couple of ways. Obviously, just having you around I'm extremely grateful for, and if you're subscribed, thank you so much. I do have a Bandcamp which has quite a few of my end jams on there, and I also have a Patreon if you feel like supporting the channel further. It's totally up to you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you enjoy the jam. Bob, hope you enjoy the jam as well. I will see you next time. Bye.